Never fight for his attention. Do this instead. Have you ever come across a situation where you found yourself in that unpleasant position, eagerly trying to have the fading attention of your man, striving harder and harder only to find that his interest is lessening even more? It's generally thought that you have the attention of your desired man if you're physically pretty or funny. In most cases, this isn't enough, and many of us learn this the hard way. So, I'm going to share what really works when you're trying to capture the heart of the man of your dreams. Number 1. Be confident. Remember that you must always cherish and respect yourself in all romantic situations. How often have you doubted your own worth? When women fail to capture the attention of the guy they want, they often internalize the belief that they're either deficient or ugly, which may have a devastating effect on their self-esteem. Keep in mind that everyone is a distinctive snowflake with their own set of talents and abilities. That's why it's more important to work on fostering these traits rather than worrying too much. In turn, this may make you feel more confident in yourself. And when you know your worth, the people around you are more likely to treat you with the respect that you deserve. One of the best ways to build your confidence is to practice positive self-talk. This way, you may shift your perspective from the detrimental to the positive, and better use your strengths and accomplishments. Replace negative thoughts with more positive ones. For instance, "I'm not good enough for him," with "I'm a terrific catch and he's glad to have me." Remember that it takes time and work to establish self-assurance. If you're not feeling confident straight away, give yourself a break. Focus on improving your sense of self-worth and self-assurance by taking baby steps every day. Eventually, you'll have the self-assurance and charm to draw the attention of anyone you want. Number 2. Improve your communication. It's imperative to be honest and forthright about how you feel and what you want when talking to someone you have romantic emotions for. Don't assume the other person can read your thoughts, and don't be shy about expressing yourself if you feel like you're being ignored. Just as important is making an effort to understand what the other person is saying. This includes giving them your complete attention, asking questions to get more insight, and checking your understanding of their point of view. Avoid cutting them off or disregarding their sentiments. Doing so may make them feel ignored and reduce their willingness to share and listen to you in the future. It's important to steer clear of criticisms and blame while expressing your own sentiments and demands. Avoid generalizations and instead utilize specific examples from your own life in I statements rather than you statements. An alternative phrase to "you never pay attention to me" may be "I feel like I'm not receiving the attention I need in our relationship." A person's ability to hear your point of view depends on this, and they're a lot less likely to get defensive. Be flexible and willing to work together to find a solution that satisfies everyone involved. In order to do this, one must be open to the other person's viewpoint and actively seek common ground. Keep in mind that the goal of communication is not to win a debate, but to identify areas of agreement. Use nonverbal clues like eye contact and body language to demonstrate your interest in and participation in a discussion as part of your active communication practice. By doing so, you may make the other person feel more comfortable opening up to you. Number 3. Focus on yourself. When women aren't able to attract the guy they want, they may get obsessed with fantasizing about him and figuring out ways to win him over. You need to take a step back and center yourself when a man stops paying you the attention that you want. This involves making time and effort for the things that matter most to you, such as the pursuit of personal interests and passions, the achievement of individual objectives, and the participation in activities that bring you joy. Building your confidence and independence by concentrating on yourself can make you more appealing to others, especially the person you have your eye on. If you're content and secure in yourself, others will be attracted to that. That being the case, how do you plan to concentrate on yourself? One approach is to do something that makes you happy every day. It may be as easy as picking up a book, taking a stroll, or starting a yoga routine. There are more involved options too, such as enrolling in a course to acquire a new skill or working on a personal project that has long been on your mind. Making progress towards your own personal objectives is another method of inwardly focusing on oneself. Everything from completing a 5K to launching a company fits this category. Having a goal to strive towards not only offers you something to work for, but it also gives you a feeling of purpose and direction, which can be a huge confidence booster. Putting forth the effort to develop your own interest and qualities will make you a more appealing lady to him. Following your passions will provide you common ground with your guy and set you apart in his perspective. Number 4. Cultivate a positive and fulfilling life outside of your relationship. Maintaining a pleasant and satisfying life outside of any romantic or dating commitments is essential. This involves taking responsibility for your own development and happiness rather than expecting others to do so. You'll be more appealing to the person you are interested in and less likely to seem needy or clinging towards him if you have a rich life outside of your relationship. Pursue your own passions and aspirations outside of your relationship to help you feel more whole and happy. Do things that make you feel content and fulfilled, such as working out, creating art, listening to music, or spending time with loved ones. Learn something new, enroll in a course, or explore new interests to further your own personal development. Keeping a sunny disposition and perspective on life is crucial as well. What this implies is to give thought to and express thanks for the positive aspects of your life. Being optimistic makes you more appealing to others and increases the likelihood that good things will happen to you. One more important thing to keep in mind is that a relationship ought to enrich your life rather than providing you with all of your joy. Number 5. Give him space. If a man isn't showing you the kind of attention you'd want, one of the best things you can do is give him some space. This includes giving him the freedom to develop his own hobbies, spend time with his loved ones, and concentrate on making himself happy. Just because you're giving him space does not imply you have to stop communicating with him or spend any time with him. To give him room and time to pursue his own interest is all that is required. The fact that you don't feel like you need him to make you happy or fill your time is a highly appealing feature. Giving him room to breathe will make him miss you and value your time together that much more. Avoiding boredom or fatigue, two major causes of disinterest or disengagement in a relationship, is another benefit. Just keep in mind that giving him his own space is crucial to keeping your relationship strong and rewarding. It may make the time you spend together more meaningful and precious, and it can reduce emotions of neediness. You shouldn't rush him. Instead, allow him the space he wants and have faith that he'll return to you when the time is right. Number 6. Take things slowly. It's tempting to attempt to hurry things up or force him to pay attention when you're not receiving the interest you want from a man. The problem is that this approach typically backfires by making him feel even more pressured or overwhelmed, which only serves to further alienate him. Take things easy and allow the connection to grow organically. This implies not attempting to hurry things along, but rather let them develop naturally. Taking things slowly also allows you to get to know him well and establish a solid foundation of trust and communication. Misunderstandings and miscommunications farther down the line are a typical source of disinterest. Therefore, this may assist to avoid them. Just because you're taking things easy doesn't imply you don't care or aren't interested. That only implies you're putting in the effort to make your relationship a solid foundation for the future. I believe these tips, which are based on my experiences, will help you in building and maintaining a fruitful relationship. I hope you find them helpful, and if you have any questions or any tips to add, please do let us know in the comments down below.